Hi everyone, welcome back to your favorite show, Culture Central.
Did you miss us? It's been a while, but we're back for the season finale.
Wow, it's been a long time coming. I can't believe we're at the season 2 finale and of course, my final hosting of Culture Central.
It's a bittersweet moment in the studio, but we're gonna make sure Jadyn goes out with a bang in this jam-packed episode.
Yes, I love it. Now, of course, I have to ask Mitch, what's the word?
That's your last what's the word? That's so crazy. But to start off, we kind of want to talk about the basketball world for a little bit. Let's talk about Bronny and Angel Reese, both declaring for the respective NBA draft and the WNBA draft. It's not a surprise for Angel, but it's kind of a surprise for Bronny. We didn't expect for him to go into the draft this early, but he's doing an instance of where if he doesn't get drafted, he's still in the transfer portal to go back for college. Do you think this was a smart move for him? What do you think about Angel?
I feel like this would be really good for Angel. I think this would be really good for Angel just because she's been the face of college basketball for a very long time. I also really love what she did by announcing it in a Vogue interview. I felt like that was amazing marketing, especially coming off the NCAA tournament. But in terms of Bronny, I don't think this is a good move for him. I feel like he's a bit too young. I know he has notoriety because he is LeBron's son, but I feel like he might be a little too young for this. I think he needs a little more time in college basketball, and then, then he can kind of put himself back out there.
Yeah, definitely more time to grow, but I feel like there's a lot of untapped potential in Bronny that we will surely see. Having your dad as LeBron and having so many close NBA legends that you can call family, I think is definitely going to benefit from him. And as well with Angel, to announce it in a Vogue interview and to understand she's putting, and the rest of everyone is putting women's basketball in a very good space. I would love to see what they're going to do with it in the future.
For sure. I kind of feel like this is going to bring more light to the WNBA. I know that this year the NCAA tournament did really well as far as viewership goes. So I feel like having a big, and we talked about this before, having a big name like Angel Reese in the WNBA will benefit them, I think. But let us know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think Angel Reese will benefit the WNBA as far as increasing viewership? Or what are your thoughts on Bronny entering the drafts? And in terms of basketball, we have to talk about Ja Morant. He's kind of controversial.
Yeah.
He's a good player, but he's always in the news. Recently, he signed a deal with Nike and MMW for a yoga ambassadorship. So how do you feel like this might impact him as a brand, not just a player, but a brand?
Well, despite everything that's going on, Ja is still a very popular name in the NBA. Many would consider him to go to become the next face of the NBA if he plays his cards right, winning some championships. But beyond this, outside of the league, it's great for his brand because at the end of the day, we're human, we make mistakes, and this kind of gives him the opportunity to put a new positive perspective on his marketing ideas. So shout out to his agents and everyone who's really working to better his image. But I think this is going to pay off, and I think he's going to get more endorsements as time goes on.
I think so too. I feel like he's taken steps in the right direction. I hope he continues going that way. But I'm excited to see where he kind of goes with everything.
Yeah. And in other news, we got to talk about the Artists' Rights Alliance because they are right now requesting that AI developers respect the artists and the work that they put in. Because right now, AI music is a big problem because all of these developers are mimicking voices of these artists and none of them are getting paid for it and all of these songs aren't real. So lately, artists like Nicki Minaj, Katy Perry, Stevie Wonder, some big names have been advocating for this, saying we need to respect the rights and the ownership of these artists and what they make. So what do you think about AI music, and do you think artists coming out about this is eventually going to solve the problem?
I hope it does solve the problem. I hope them kind of creating this alliance will be beneficial because I do feel like there's a lot of ethical concerns around AI developers using the artists' image, I guess name and likeness and stuff like that too, to kind of create music that doesn't necessarily exist. And then it comes up there's controversy as well with who actually owns it because it might be Nicki Minaj's voice, but Nicki Minaj didn't write the song. So does she own her voice? Does the developer own the song because they made it? So I feel like there's a lot of ethical considerations and concerns, but I hope them kind of allying together does bring change and I guess a positive impact.
Yeah, and this also goes in the lines of artists still getting their music leaked and things that they put a lot of hard time and effort into making these things for us, we don't get to enjoy it the same way because it doesn't come out the way they wanted to, or it's not them with this AI problem. So I definitely do think that artists coming out and speaking on this is gonna make the situation a little bit better, and hopefully that these developers stop tarnishing the records of what these artists are trying to build and see what happens.
And creatively, like as an artist yourself, how would you feel if an AI generator used your voice?
I mean, I would be upset, but it would also be cool at the same time because it's like, oh, you think I'm that big that you would use an AI voice? That's crazy. But I definitely do think it definitely hurts the artists because they're not making any money from it. And especially in an industry like music where it is very hard to get paid with record deals and streaming numbers like that, it kind of hurts. So I definitely do understand it from the artist's perspective.
For sure. And we were talking about Nicki Minaj. Everybody knows how I feel about Nicki. So recently she had her world tour, Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday tour, to go along with her newest album, Pink Friday 2. So she's broken a lot of records with it. And recently she broke the record for the highest grossing concert by a female rapper. And this is in the history of female rap. What do you think about this? And did you listen to the album? Because I asked you about this a lot.
I gave it a couple plays here and there.
Here and there?
Listen to a couple songs.
I don't know, guys. Wait, let me see, where's camera one? I think Mitchell is a secret Barb. I think he's an undercover Barb.
All right. I wouldn't go as far as to say that. I can't deny Nicki has a legacy in music that cannot be tarnished.
Yes.
And I think with her track record, with everything that she's done, the numbers, the tours, for her to be as big as she is, you can't deny that she is doing something for women in hip hop and women in music, period. So I do respect that regard.
Okay.
I'm not really a listener right now.
That's what you want to tell us.
But she got some bops. I ain't gonna lie, she got a little something.
Some? Don't play. I thought the album was really good. I definitely felt like it was for the Barbs. To me, it sounded like kind of a culmination of her whole career. Like there was pop Nicki, there was dancehall Nicki. Of course, there was more aggressive Nicki. I thought it was a really good album, and I'm really happy for her.
Yeah, like I've been seeing her on tour and all that. She's been doing really well. You know where she was last weekend? Dreamville Fest. But that's not the big headline about Dreamville Fest, is it?
No.
As a J. Cole fan, this hurts. Me personally, this is tough. But J. Cole went on stage and apologized to Kendrick for his diss track, 7-Minute Drill. Cole said he didn't feel right in his spirit with the song. He felt like it wasn't in his character. A battery was put in his back due to the media and everybody telling him that, oh, you and Drake need to respond like Kendrick's coming at you. So he said he apologized if Kendrick felt any way by it and that he will eventually take it off of streaming services. What do you think about this apology? Do you really consider it an apology? Like, what are your thoughts?
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this is very on brand for J. Cole. I think he seems like a generally nice guy. Kendrick, I feel like Kendrick was just on go and wanted to get it off his chest. And I kind of feel like Cole kind of just got caught in the crossfire. And, he responded. And as he should. I felt like it was good for rap culture. It was very entertaining. I kind of wish he didn't apologize, but I'm glad he kind of became the bigger person in the situation.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I appreciate that no matter where this was gonna go, we are in a world today where rap music and beefs always end so violently, and it always ends with somebody dying so young. So I kind of appreciate that these are the big three individuals of this music industry are understanding that this is just rap competition at its finest, and they are just competitors of the sport. So I do appreciate that. But, my man Cole went triple platinum with no features. I'm just going to say that off rip. But at the end of the day, all three are great. I do know that they're kind of saying, like, Drake got something in the tuck for Kendrick that might come out a little soon. But I don't want this to end. I know Cole is, saying, I'm kind of taking a step back.
Yeah.
I don't want this to end, though. I like where this is going. We could get some generational classics from this.
Okay. Well, let us know what you guys think in the comments. Who do you think... No, actually, let us know if you think Drake will actually respond. But speaking about tours, we know that Missy Elliott is finally coming out with her very first tour. And on this tour, she's inviting Timbaland, Busta Rhymes, and Ciara. What do you think about this? It's been a long time coming for her.
I'm surprised that this is her first tour.
Crazy, right?
Yeah. I think it's very long overdue. Missy in terms of her artistry, her videography, everything that she has brought to the industry, it's unmatched. Like there's nobody that can really go against her in that regard.
For sure.
So, I'm gonna have to see what these tickets looking like, because that's a nice lineup. And I know Miss Lee is really gonna bring a new aura to the tour experience, because I know lately, like, a lot of artists have been renovating the stage presence, and it's not just one person out there anymore. It's dancers, it's special effects, like it's different things. And with the great mind that Missy has, I can't wait to see what she puts together.
For sure. Yeah.
And there's a lot of firsts right now, especially in music. We got to talk about the Queen Bee, Beyonce.
Yes.
Beyonce is officially the first Black woman to go #1 on a Billboard country album. Do you think this will inspire other people of color to start making country music? Now, I also know that she brought a lot of Black artists who already make country music onto the album, and it really boosted up their streams. They're more known worldwide. I know even 4 people on her album even got matching tattoos because of such a surreal experience it was to work with Beyonce.
That's cool.
So what do you think this will do for the Black community and people of color in country music and other genres that we don't really tap into?
I feel like this will inspire other people of color, because honestly, it really just takes one person. And if they can see like how successful Beyonce became from her country album, I feel like this will open the door for a lot of other young people of color who want to pursue music, I guess in country music. But speaking of young people as well, her daughter recently broke a record, and we're not talking about Blue, we're talking about Rumi now. Rumi Carter is now the youngest person to chart on the Billboard. I believe the country Billboard as well. Yeah, and she's 6 years old, and I feel like this is amazing because she broke her sister's record, Blue Ivy's record. Yeah. That's crazy.
I mean, Beyonce just giving her kids that generational wealth. Rumi, and they're in great hands. Like, in terms of, to have your mom and dad as Jay-Z and Beyonce, 2 power horses of the music industry, it definitely makes sense. And honestly, Beyonce's just gonna keep going up. I know this was only Act 2. I really want to see what Act 3 sounds like.
For sure.
Do you have any guesses of what that's gonna sound like?
I don't know, because she came out with Renaissance, then she came out with a country album. Maybe rock might be next.
Rock Beyonce might go crazy.
I feel like that might go crazy. The visuals, like, she's very creative with all her visuals, so I feel like that might go crazy.
How did you feel about Renaissance, or how did you feel about Cowboy Carter? Did you like the album?
I feel like it was pretty good. It was nice to get a new sound from Beyonce, and of course, having more people of color in country music. So just opening that door, I felt like that was pretty cool. Yeah. How did you feel about it?
I'm still blasting Jolene. That album was kind of hard. Like, at first I was listening to it and I was like, I don't really know about this. But I think that's the beauty in what Beyonce is doing, because of how big her fan base is. It opens the ears and it opens the perspectives for everyone around, because it's like, oh, it's Beyonce, I'm gonna listen to it. So I think that's also doing it as well, because it's creating fans of other genres because of how Beyonce is like moving that needle. So I do respect it a lot.
For sure. And speaking about moving needles and people of color, the National Hispanic Media Coalition is spearheading a new campaign to educate execs in Hollywood about the value of a Latin audience, and really just trying to emphasize that there needs to be more Latino representation in Hollywood. What do you think? How do you think this might impact Hollywood, and do you think this will actually make the change that we need?
Absolutely. I think more when our voices are heard as people of color in any industry, it speaks volumes, and we are all able to come together cohesively to make sure that these executive producers in Hollywood make sure that our voices are heard and that our stories need to be told. I think this is a beautiful thing that they're putting together in order to make sure that new audiences are making sure that people who look like them are on screen. Because I know that's big for me whenever I was younger, and seeing young Black kids on screen having star roles and not being in the background, like, it means a lot. So for the Latin community and for the rest of the community, for people of color, we need representation to empower us to be good people and to say we can be those people too.
For sure. I feel like it's all about empowering the next generation to make sure that there is sufficient change. Yeah.
And in terms of the PLC community, we got to talk about what Penn State has been doing right now, because the artists that we've been getting at campus have been phenomenal. We got Drake, we got Travis, we're about to get Sexy Red soon. I think right now the campus has been listening to the POC community saying, we want rappers, we want these big names that we listen to on a daily basis. And Penn State has been delivering. And I feel like it's only going to go up from here. Mm-hmm. So who do you think is next? And what do you think this does for the POC community at Penn State?
I feel like this is great for the POC community because we're actually feeling like we're being heard and I guess properly represented on campus. And these concerts are doing very well because it's not just appealing to like POC, it's appealing to everyone if we're being honest. In terms of people who I would like to see next, you know who I'm going to bring up. You know who I'm going to bring up.
Yeah, I know.
Like Nicki Minaj. I was hoping that Lil Wayne and Drake was going to bring out Nicki because she was in the area during the concert. Well, not in State College, obviously, but in Pennsylvania. So I felt like that would have been pretty cool. In terms of other people, I feel like it might be really cool to have like an R&B moment. Bring out somebody who's really big in R&B. I feel like that might be really good for the community.
No, like I never thought I was going to see a Drake concert. So, and never thought I was going to see a Drake concert at Penn State. Yeah. So the fact that this is happening and to have these surreal experiences is amazing. And, you know, I've heard a lot of people saying they want Ice Spice.
Yes, that'd be cool.
You know, the Spice cabinet gonna pop out for the one time.
And the president will be there?
You know, I had to resign from that spot.
Please.
I had to resign from the spot of Spice cabinet president. Unfortunately, my term was up. But I'll still be in attendance if they do get Ice Spice. But for real, I'm very happy that Penn State is doing this for us. I know the Bryce Jordan Center, everything is definitely benefiting from this because I know ticket sales, merchandise, it's going up.
For sure.
And it's only gonna help the community even more. So, and people are gonna look at this and they, oh, Penn State getting Drake, Travis, and they're gonna wanna come here. And that's gonna get more people to the college. And so I just love it personally.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I love What's the Word, but I can't lie, my favorite segment has gotta be this next one. Let's keep it to being with Isaiah at this year's POC Pep Rally.
I'm Isaiah, street reporter with Culture Central, and today we're covering the POC Pep Rally event at the Hub because there's going to be a ton of performers, a lot of talented groups here to highlight the POC performers at Penn State. It's going to be a great time, so let's keep it a beam. Hi, I'm here with...
I'm Jadyn. You already know who it is.
A lot of talented groups here today. Can't wait to see them all. Which one do you think is going to be your, favorite one today?
I'm gonna say Island Fever. You know, we always have to rep the Caribbean, so I'm excited to see Island Fever.
And overall, are you excited for the event?
Of course. It's one of my last pep rallies as a student here, so I'm very excited.
There we go. I hope it goes out with a bang. I'm here with...
Lil Mosey.
And what you doing at Penn State today?
We had a frat tonight. But, you know, I'm just, they told me I should probably go back and get some education. So let me see what Penn State's talking about. And they said I could start on Monday. So we here, it's Friday? Yeah, so just doing some rounds, getting used to the campus.
You enjoying the culture here so far? Everybody got to offer? You like it?
Yeah, of course. I've seen a lot of different people here, and it's amazing to see.
Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. New music out now, so go slap that right now, man. We outside.
Hi, I'm here with
Jarrell.
And what group are you a part of?
PISFA, Penn State Filipino Student Association.
I think your performance went great personally. How do you guys feel you did?
I feel amazing. You know, this is our last dance from our Barrio Festival, so we just got to represent the culture, you know?
Happy you guys got to do all that. Great job. All right, I'm here with
Eric.
What's good, Eric? And today, POC Pep Rally. How you feeling about it today? You excited?
I'm feeling good, you feel me? It's blue and white weekend. Everybody outside. We lit.
And this is just what we're doing to kick it off. POC Pep Rally have done a lot of great work. What's your favorite past performance from a pep rally?
I'm gonna keep it a bean. I think my favorite performance it's always been Island Fever. I just love seeing how they move, just how to get the crowd lit, you feel me? So that's one of my favorites. Them and Afric Fusion. Shout out to them too.
Definitely talented group of performers. They gonna do it every time. Hi, I'm here with
Tavia.
And what group are you a part of?
Caliente.
You guys did a great job, great performance. How did you feel it went though?
I felt really great about it. I think we all did good. Big smiles, big moves from everybody, so it was great.
Great energy, love to see that. Great job. Hi, I'm here with,
Mustafa Salau.
and saw you strolling back there, saw you get into it. How do you feel about, your organization's representation at Penn State and what y'all contribute and offer?
Yeah, I mean, we try to represent black men. We try to do good right by the community. It's nice. I think my brothers are there about to stroll real quick. It's good. We just here for the vibes. It's blue and white weekend. It's lit. Yeah.
Have a great time. We love representing unity, representation, especially at a PWI, very important.
That's right. Look around. Look around. Look at all the people. It's lit. The energy's high, and we're happy to be here.
Hi, I'm here with
Trinity.
And a great event today, hosting a POC Pep Rally. How important do you feel it is to have an event like this on campus at a, PWI?
It's extremely important. The representation matters. We got to go out and show up. This is about one of the only times during the year that we get to see all of our diverse communities come together. So this event is much needed.
I feel the same. I love highlighting the talent that we have. There's a lot of underappreciated minority talents here, and here they get the opportunity to show all that off. So thank you for giving us that opportunity.
Yes, I'm more than happy to do it. This is my retirement time, okay? I'm not doing this ever again. I'm done.
You went out with a bang.
Yes.
I'm here with Dre.
And there was a lot of talented groups here today. We got the pleasure of watching them all. But which one would you say was your favorite?
All of them did great. I can't do what they do, but if I had to choose one, it would be Island Fever.
And why would you say it was Island Fever?
I just love the Caribbean, and I love, the dances that they inherit with the Caribbean, so that would be my answer.
Definitely, very talented group. I love the flag representation from the side, popping out with all the cultures. All right, and that's the end of the POC Pep Rally event. I love the opportunity to come out, watch all of these different talented organizations do their thing. It's super important to highlight all of the different ethnic and racial groups that we have here at the PWI because they need the love too. I'm Isaiah with Culture Central, and that was Keep It a Bean.
Ride the highway, ride the bus. Walk my house, look like I'm in plus. Walk in the strip, she gon' make it buzz. I do damage, can't stand it. Psycho bandit, like it's Marilyn Manson. Got the cash advancing, get the Sprite and enhance it. Pull the walk out the pantry, take a sip and I'm dancing.
Thanks, Isaiah, for hosting our favorite segment. Now, if you've been watching Culture Central since day one, you know this is the very first blazer I wore in the show. Since this is my last episode, I think it's only fitting to introduce my costume designer. Designs by Angela, better known to me as Grandma.
My name is Angela, of Designs by Angela. I am originally from Trinidad and Tobago, but I'm presently based in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. Been staying over 30 years. It was not my first love, but my mom sent me to do it, and I'm glad she did, because I love it. I love fashion. I always loved dressing up and, For myself, I used to make my stuff for myself at first. And when other people see it, they like it, and okay. And it started bringing the coins in for me and the customers, and it grew. And I enjoy, different types of people, seeing how they look. You take just a piece of material and you create a really nice style. There's nothing like that. Well, when I was learning to sew, this woman, she just used to do all her stuff at night, so we are not seeing anything more than material sewing. And I stayed there for over a year, just learning how to put on buttons and base a zip. And one day I asked my mom, I said, could you buy me a piece of material, please? She bought me the material. It was blue. And she brought it home for me, and I sat there with my scissors and pins and everything. And I made a shirt and a pants. And I wore it to class. I made it over the weekend. I wore it to class on Monday, and I told the woman, I made this. She was shocked. She was like, you did? I said, yes. I stayed the rest of the week. And I graduated without anyone knowing. I just never looked back. I never really looked at it as skill per se. I always just tell them, okay, I'm sewing, I'm making something. And it's like, okay, I sting, I cut, I turn. No patterns, anything like that. I do freehand. Yeah, I do a lot of freehand. And one day, Jadyn told me, you know what you are doing? It takes a lot of maths and all these things. I can't do that. I'm like, it's not maths. And she drew it to my attention. It's maths because when you take the measurements and you have to divide it by 4 and then to get everything. And when I see everything start coming together and people enjoying wearing the clothes, gradually it's like, okay, all right. And it feels really fulfilling to sit back and I did that. I love the sari. Of course, the infamous pink. I loved it all. I loved it all. I don't really have a favorite. And that heart, the Valentine, it was good. A note for the naughty little Mrs. Santa. Who could not love that? So you see, it's hard to have a favorite. Every piece says something different. So yes, that's when I had to make it in like 2 hours because she suddenly decided she wanted to get a sari and all that stuff. So I had to go to the store, get the material, come back home, make it for her because she was to come back to school the Sunday. So I sat down all evening, when I got home on Saturday. I made it so she can have it for Sunday morning so she can come back to school. So if that's considered a challenge, my couple hours challenge right here. What's the process? Well, first we have to decide on a style. First we decide what style you want. Then we decide what material is gonna make it best. And we take it from there. Then we go to the store, purchase the material. But of course we have to measure, get everything fitted right. And then start get the mind right. And start cutting and that's it. Depending on how the style, take me from probably 3-4 hours. Could be like a day, 2 days. That's only if it's prom dresses and stuff. You gotta love it. You must love it. And you might not get it right the first time, but with practice, perseverance, you just keep going at it. Don't let anyone tell you it's not right and you can't do it. You can do it. Every fault is a fashion, so you might start off making one thing and it don't come out that way, but you create a different style. So don't give up. Keep going. I am Designs by Angela for Culture Central.
Hi everyone, welcome back to your favorite show, Culture Central. Hi everyone, welcome back to Culture Central. Hi everyone, welcome back to Culture Central. Yes, as you can see, it's a season of love and Black excellence. Now, with that said, Mitch, what's the word? Thank you, Graham, so much for all the time and effort you put into all of my looks. It was a great experience showcasing your work while on this platform.
And that's a wrap for Culture Central Season 2. From Jadyn, our entire studio crew, talent, and myself, thank you for your support to what we are building here.
The future of Culture Central is extremely bright because of your support and contributions. It was a pleasure building Culture Central from the ground up and seeing all of my ideas come to life. I'm looking forward to seeing where the show goes, and of course, I have to say, for the culture,
we are
Culture Central. That's it.
Good job, y'all. Wrap it up.
I fly with the stars in the skies. I am no longer trying to survive. I believe that life is a prize, but to live doesn't mean you're alive. Don't worry about me and who I fire. I get what I desire, it's my empire. And yes, I call the shots, I am the umpire. I sprinkle holy water upon the vampire. In this very moment, I'm king. In this very moment, I slay Goliath with a sling. This very moment, I put it on everything, that I will retire with the ring, and I will retire with the crown. Yes, no, I'm not lucky, I'm blessed. Yes, clap for the heavyweight champ, me, but I couldn't do it all alone. We, Young Money raised me, grew up out in Paisley, Southside Jamaica, Queens, and it's crazy, cause I'm still hood, Hollywood couldn't change me. Shout out to my haters, sorry that you couldn't faze me. Ain't being cocky, we just vindicated. Best believe that when we done this moment